Hey guys, welcome back to another episode Up and Running. Thanks for watching. Alright, on today's episode we're going to get working on this old Jeep truck, so I hope you enjoy it. It's a beautiful day here in Texas, about 22 degrees and ice covering everything, so not much else is going to go on today, so hopefully I can get this thing restarted and we can get it in the shop. Wouldn't start. I'm gonna get the jump pack and try it again. Alright, so we knew this truck was going to be a project when we got it, and I was able to get it started this morning. It's about 20 degrees out right now, and I let it run for a little bit, and I shut it off to do a couple other things, and now it's vomiting coolant. So, and when you crank it, it's giving that whir, like really slow. So I think it got a little on the warm side. I also had to put transmission fluid in it to get it to move. So I'm sure there's a leak there as well. I think the front calipers are hanging up. So as soon as we get this started again, we will take a look at it and see what we can figure out. All right, I hope you don't mind. I just went ahead and pulled this in. I finally got it restarted, and it's so cold out, I didn't want to leave the big door open for a long time while I ran back in and got the camera rolling and things like that. So anyway, I think the first thing that I'm going to look at is I think one or both of the front calipers are sticking, and it really keeps it from being drivable. So I'm going to check that out and, see if that's the case or what it needs and get that taken care of. So at that point, then I think we'd be able to drive it, and we'll be able to tell a lot more about it at that point. So anyway, so let's get started. Fun. I think that was the front axle just dropping down. It was kind of hanging up. All right, let's keep going. So what I saw when I was lifting this was this shackle kind of jumped down. So I don't know if something's not right on the front there, or what the situation is, but it's another thing that I'll have to check out. So this one turns pretty freely. Just looking in there, I can see it needs brakes and 2 lug nuts. All right, let's check the other side. Oh, this one does not turn. Oh, okay. Definitely needs brakes. There's only 3 out of the 6 lug nuts. One of them's broken off. Well, let's get this off, and we'll evaluate what else it needs and get some parts ordered. All right, nothing like hugging a big old wet tire. Nothing but metal. Alright, so if we look right down in there, you can see we are on the metal pad on this side, but over here we have like half the pad left. I hope you can see that in there. It's going to be right down in there. So I wonder how well that caliper's working. That's definitely something I'm going to take a look at. So if you look at this, it's real thick down here, it's thin down here, it's not wearing real evenly. I'm really leaning toward calipers on this thing, and to be honest, there's some other issues in the calipers that I see with like these little spacer things. The holes look kind of wallowed out. So I think it needs calipers up front. There we go, everything on the floor. Ugh. And the same goes with the rubber lines. They look terrible, so I think we'll replace those as well. So anyway, let's go take a look at the other side. Oh. So this is the caliper that's stuck. And we got a broken stud. Yeah, that line doesn't look a whole lot better, so I think we'll need those too. So, all right, let's take it apart. All right, so the caliper's really stuck on this one, so I'm gonna have to use a pry bar to get it off. Ooh. Oh, it's coming. Oh. Oh, there we go. Definitely stuck. And you can see this hose is kind of checked as well, so that needs to be replaced too. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start by taking the rotor off. The way this is going to work, I have to take the four-wheel drive stuff off, and then this will separate here. I actually have to knock the studs out to separate the rotor from the outer four-wheel drive hub assembly. So I'm going to start doing that. These are Allen wrenches along here. Hopefully they come out and this goes smoothly. I did squirt these with some stuff to hopefully free them up. Just gotta make sure you get these in good and snug. Well, that one came out. Oh, nice, 2 for 2. Not getting my hopes up though. Held that together. There it is. It's there. And it's just covered in grease. This is spring loaded. There we go. Here's one. Oops. Here's the snap ring. I couldn't find it in there. I had to wipe some of the grease out of it. Oop, there it went. threaded 2 screws in, so it'll this assembly will come out. Okay, so now there's a couple of retaining nuts in there that take a socket that looks like this, and a 1/2-inch driving ratchet. That was not real tight. Nut that looks like that. Then there's like a washer with a bunch of holes in it in there. Looks like that. And then there's another nut in there. This one should have a little bump on it. It's right there, and that kind of meshes with the holes in that washer. All right, let's pull this off. There we go. Now I have to separate the rotor from right here where my finger is. I have to pound the studs out to do that. All right, I couldn't find a nut that fit that perfectly, so I found a bolt that I think will work, where I'm just going to put this over the top and give it a whack, and I think it'll come out without damaging the threads. Oh boy, that's in there. Good whack. These babies are in there. Normally you can just hit them and they come out. I might have to put these in the press. See if I can do it that way. I'm going to give it one more whack. I'm going to try this one. I don't think that moved at all. All right, I guess we'll stick it in the press. Hopefully without damaging anything. There it went. All right, one down. Alright, that's going to work. I won't bore you with showing you the rest of them, but that's how we're going to do them. There we go. There's the rotor. All right, one more. I won't show that to you. It's going to be the exact same that we did to this one. All right, so I got all the four-wheel drive equipment and the brake rotors and all that stuff pulled off. So that's what it looks like underneath. It actually looks, to be in pretty good shape. So I don't think we're going to go any further than this. I'll show you what the other side looks like as well. It's about the same though. So I guess as soon as we get the brakes parts now, we'll put this back together. All right, guys, let's take a look at some viewers' rides. Hey, if you want to see your ride on the channel, go ahead and send me some good quality pictures of your classic to the email address in the description below. that's going to wrap it up for another episode of Up and Running. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, be sure to come back next time, and I'll finish up on the front brakes on the truck. And also, we'll take a look underneath it to see what other future projects await. So anyway, it should be a lot of fun. Oh, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell right next to it for your notifications, and click the like button. Thanks for watching.